So this is a good question, and I think a common just misunderstanding people have about what naltrexone is doing when somebody is drinking on this medication in order to reduce their alcohol consumption. So I wanted to answer this really quickly. I'm not a doctor. I just personally use the medication myself for a year, and I've been a coach to hundreds of others since 2018 who are using this treatment. So drinking on naltrexone does not cancel out the effects of alcohol. Sometimes you'll hear people say that naltrexone blocks the buzz, but there's this misunderstanding around what the word buzz means. It doesn't mean that the medication is blocking the intoxicating effects or the buzz effects. For example, I could still get drunk, I could still get buzzed on the medication. But what naltrexone was doing for me is it was blunting some of the euphoria or some of the rewarding effects, or blocking some of those effects. So drinking just was not as rewarding. I still enjoyed it. I, in fact, enjoyed it more because when I drank on naltrexone over time, I started to have more control when I drank, so I could trust myself again. But if I really wanted to, I could still get really buzzed or even drunk or even black out. So the medication is not canceling out alcohol. It's not blocking the buzz, though you will hear some people describe it that way. It's more that it's just blunting some of the euphoric effects, so it's not as rewarding. If I were to describe what the results of this was like for me, a common example I use is, imagine if you go out for ice cream and you get a double scoop and you eat the whole thing and it was really good and you enjoyed it, but the thought of like getting another double scoop and then another double scoop, it might sound a little bit repulsive and just gross and like, why would I do that? I'm satisfied with the one I had. That's what naltrexone did for me over time with alcohol, where I could go out, I'd have a few drinks, I would enjoy them, I would feel a little bit of the relaxation effects or the buzz effects, but it just gave me an off switch to where I would stop drinking because the thought of drinking more just sounded a little bit gross. So that's what happened for me over time. But naltrexone does not block the buzz or the intoxicating effects. It just makes it a little bit less rewarding over time. So when that happens, when someone's not getting as much reward from alcohol, for most of us, our brains will actually just start to unlearn alcohol as like our go-to reward, and we might still drink, but we don't want to drink as much and we don't want to drink as often. I hope that answers the question.